What up? Hello, everybody. It is I, the mildly sick boy. Alright, let's see if I still know how everything works. Yeah. Wild week. Alrighty. So, yeah, I've got some stuff I ordered for one of the librarian kit bashes I'm planning. So we can go and take a look at that stuff. Maybe I have to put my AC a bit more into my face so I don't burn up. But yeah. Let's see. Do I even have the space over here? If I put this here and those guys over here, maybe I can get this one. Over here. Yeah, close. Now I only have to get back. Good thing that thing has wheels. There we go. Whew, that's way better. Yeah, let's talk about the ideas. Yes, you are hearing correctly. Age of Sigma. So the idea is we have the librarian. And we have the normal Primaris librarian. But I still hope that GW releases the Armageddon one sooner or later. And I want to cut off the halo on this one. And maybe do a little bit of cutting on his helmet part. And I want to replace them with dragon heads or lizard heads. So for this kit here, I want to try to use this head because it already has like a little attachment here, and it has this little cool I think it's the fins or something. Yeah. So I want to try to cut off the head after assembling and use that to put that one onto the librarian's head here. Make some attachments with green stuff, cables, and so on, and yeah, have a little cool little salamander head on the librarian. I don't know if I can make it fit on this one or if I need a new one for subassembly. So I can take off the arms and sculpt a little green stuff around him. Also might need to... I don't know if the book is glued on. I don't think so. But yeah. Maybe also sculpting a little cape which goes over here and attaches to the head of the salamander or lizard. And yeah, just for sizes, I also got the lances where I could use the raptor heads maybe. And if those don't fit, I also got a set of Croxigores. We have some bigger heads that might work. And also they have these cool bags. I don't know if we can see them. But yeah, they have these scaly bags that we could use as cape or something when I cut them out. So that would be also a cool idea. So yeah, those are the parts for the incoming librarian kit bashes. But I still hope that GW releases the new Armageddon librarian. That would be pretty cool. Because I don't know if they have it somewhere. Armageddon, there you go. But they don't have it in the single. Okay. There we go. I hope that there's an image in there. What up, birdie? How you doing? Yeah, I think I had I had food poisoning last week, or some stuff in the Indian food I ordered wasn't good. So I was knocked out for some time. There, what's in the box? Okay, show me. Yeah, so the librarian here is also pretty dope. I don't know if they show him. Yeah, there we go. So I would like to also have this librarian, so I can put one of the lizard helmets on there, or lizard heads. Oh shit! Like literally, yeah. I was dizzy on Friday already when I was in White Wolf stream. And then on Saturday, I had a fever and the chills and everything. I was lying in bed for like 2 hours with the chills but yeah. I have to go now. Just want to check. Hey, what up? Okay. No, absolutely no problem, buddy. Have a great day and weekend. Thanks for chiming in. But yeah, if I could get this librarian at some point, that would be pretty dope. Then I could sculpt that stuff on there. Yeah, that's the idea. And then we can use all the different lizard helmets or lizard hats as decoration. They also have some cool spears, those guys here. Maybe I could use one of them. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. At least the spear tip. So yeah, we have some lizards we can use and behead for some decoration stuff. I think this one, if this one fits the Terminator, that would be a pretty cool kit bash. I would like to that this just to fit. But yeah. I have a lot of plants, so I have a lot of plastic, but I don't have a lot of space for it. All right. I'm all drugged up. Yeah. Let's need to check. Let's do auto. Auto. So those are the guys. Where we painted the blades white. Maybe they need another coat. One last coat of white. And for the white, I got something. AK Intense White. I wanted to try how that compares to a normal white, and if there's any difference in the AK Intense colors, or if it's just marketing. So yeah. God. So let's see. Oh, I don't have a cup here to drink. Wow. Bottle party it is today. Okay, let's see how the intense white performs. You love the game. There we go. Well, it's white. Can't wait for you. I can wait for you at the bottom. All right. That's a pretty good white. Um, let's see. Where's my document? There we go. I think we got all the base codes. I think with one of them I wanted to fix one of the backpacks. I think I'm good. What are we painting now? You know what? Let's keep going with the blades. While we're at it. I can't be your last. Might be a good idea just to go through all of the steps and then we are done with the blades. So let's go in with some luminous orange. Let's see how that works out. Do I have a big synthetic brush? This one seems bigger. Yeah. That's a size 1. We must go bigger. All right. Let's see how this turns out.
As ordered.
As ordered. Nice. Give me a second. Well, this color just does not work with me. Is me back? Welcome back, Birdie. The color is just not working with me at all. Cheers. I don't have a cup today, so it's bottle day. Do I want to airbrush? Bottle day is fine, yeah. I'm pretty good. I'm sitting here at crisp 20 degrees. So that's at least one good thing. Let's see if we can get good coverage on this one here. That's yeah, it's pretty good, man. That AC saved my life once or twice this year. It is crazy. But I think next year this one will go to my grandparents, and I will buy me a new one so they can at least have some good night's sleep if when the summer gets hot again, and yeah, it certainly will. Don't get me wrong, I will buy me the same one again. Just want my grandparents to have some relief if when they're sleeping, you know. That color is really not working that great. Don't even know if you guys can see this. But yeah, it's really... There you go. It doesn't cover really good or makes one even coat of color. So I might need some more. I could also airbrush this, right? But then I would have to get my setup ready. Lurk for bread dough. All right. No worries. Greet your bread dough for me. Yeah. Maybe I have to let it dry like this. Maybe if I let this one dry. Ah! The AC really helps drying that thing. I'm a genius. Yeah, but I really think airbrushing would make this nicer. Ah, fuck. I didn't want to airbrush today. But apparently it makes everything look nicer. All right. Let's clean up the booth. Da booth. All right. There. Well, I don't need a lot of ventilation because I got the AC running. Let's put this one over here. And while I'm setting up, you guys can look at that, right? There we go. There we go. What's up, Jin? How you doing? Let's see. Let's try this one first. Get the AK. I'm exhausted, but didn't do shit. Yeah, I think that's one of the perks of being an adult. What up, Nurgle? How's it going? One of the perks of being an adult. In quotes. Release your gooey goodness. Ah, Jesus. Oh. There we go. Oh my. Was the oh my because of the gooey goodness? Jesus. Ah. There we go. It is August, but yeah, wake me up when September ends. There we go. You're really looking forward to spiel? Yeah. This will be my only vacation this year, where I'm not at home for multiple days. So yeah. And it's also the first or the second month without car payments. So I'm back at being Scrooge McDuck. Okay, let's see. There we go. Can we not kidnap you a few days before Spiel? Well, I am there, I think on Friday already. If you mean that. And I will also be at SMC. At least for the Saturday. The Friday before, the Spiel Friday. You're going for dinner with us? On which day? Or where? SMC, I don't think so, but because I have to drive home again. Or I have to sleep in the car, and I don't think, because the new car I get is smaller than the one I have now, so might not be able to sleep in there. Why drive home? Because I need to get home at some point. And I don't have the money to sleep over there. For SMC, at least. There we go. Where's my orange? There we go. But I think I need to go for yellow first. I can offer a mattress. That is very nice of you, but I also have to, get home and prep stuff for the week and so on, because the week after, is Spiel. So I have to prep everything on that Sunday. So yeah. But we can go for dinner at Spiel. For sure. And I also don't know how when the dinner will be. Maybe I will decide that on the day I'm at SMC. So maybe someone will say, "Yeah, let's go to dinner now," and it will fit perfectly into my time schedule and stuff like that. White, fluor, orange, and that's a lot of stuff on that one. Orange ink and yellow ink. Yeah. As I said, I don't know yet. It might be a very spontaneous decision on that day. Also depends on how I feel and stuff like that, It will be a very overwhelming day for me because everything is new, and I might be fucking exhausted after the day. So let's see. Jesus, open up. Would you be mad if I switch to Villa? Hell nah. You can watch whoever you want to watch. Villa is live on a Friday. That's something new. Yeah, you go, Birdie. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, no, not Jesus. It's always Jesus if I say it. Jesus crust. All right. Oh no! My goo sticks to the table. Okay, let's see. That looks way better. Always free to go. Generally speaking, on. I don't care. I don't care about that stuff. Well, that looks way better than this one. Can I compare them somehow? There we go. I don't know if I will need the goo again, so let's keep it on for now. Ugh, holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this one all covered up. There we go. There we go. I don't care if some of the gold parts stick out. I only care that we can get all of the blade covered. There we go. That is better. But what's orange magenta? I have red. Okay, let's see if we can get one more covered. Maybe I can split this so we can cover two of them. There we go. So. Ooh, this will be a bit more tricky. I think I can get it like this and make it work. Airbrush. One, two, three, four. That should be enough. Where I go, say dancing stars, how the hell am I still cold? Makes diamonds, how the hell am I still cold? All right, this one will be the most trickiest of all of them, I think. Because I want to protect the top. Also the shield. There we go. But I also want to protect everything here. Oh, you can't see shit, okay. I'm doing stuff. Trust me. Asia makes diamonds, how the hell am I still cold? I need a sculpting tool. Jesus. There you go. You don't do. This should be sufficient. You go back there. Airbrush. There we go. Especially since you're a big white bald man. Okay, which is actually very exceptional. Okay,
As
I didn't
ordered.
read this one.
As ordered.
What up, Sea Dragon? How are you doing? Yeah, excuse me, I have to drink from a bottle today because I don't have a clean cup here. So, cheers. Ah. Oh no, how barbaric! I know. Feels like I'm a single man living alone. That's how barbaric I am. What up, Skunky? How you doing? All right, let's see. One to one orange and red. I can do that. I certainly can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. As a single woman living alone, I drink from the bottle. I mean, I would also drink from the bottle if I would not be single, because it's just the easiest way. But my dad always complains about me when I drink from the bottle on stream, and he writes me WhatsApps while I'm streaming that I should get a cup or something like that. So I get schooled on live on TV. Yeah. Release the miniature. Please hold the miniature again. Nice. That should be good enough. I am Kinav, and so is the airbrushing. Dear father of Turing, we are all okay with him drinking. Well, I will tell him. I don't think he's watching today. Let's see. Nope. But yeah, how's everybody in in Europe doing with the heat? Where is my airbrush cleaner? I really need to upgrade my desk. I can't find shit. There's the cleaner. Now you get a message because it maybe I will get schooled in live tomorrow because I'm dog sitting my dog tomorrow, which sounds weird, but yeah, my dog is living with my parents. I don't know if I think I already said told that on stream because they have just more space for the dog, and my dog has problems walking the stairs in my apartment, so she's just living with them instead of suffering down here. But my parents are going to a concert tomorrow, so I will have the evening with my dog. I got pretty sweaty. Just in general, or because of the heat? Oh, I was watching the solar eclipse, and I fucking walked for 2 kilometers, and I just was fucking done with the world. I really need to go back to doing cardio. It's crazy, or my workouts in general. But yeah, last week my gym was closed because they fucking changed lockers. And yeah, then this week I was still suffering from I think it was food poisoning, to be honest. From the Indian food I ordered. So yeah. Because my car is like an oven. Yeah, I get that. This car that I have now is the first car with the working air condition since I'm 18. So yeah. I died and suffered every summer. Oh, by the way, Rise Against released new songs. Haven't heard listened to them now. By now, but they released them. I think today or yesterday. Outdoors, I'm okay with the heat and I can enjoy it. Crazy person. But in my car, yeah, car heat is always. Ugh. If this ain't love, then how do we get out? Just there we go. All right, let's take a look. That was way easier than I thought with airbrushing. And it looks way better. Nice little gradient here. Let's remove the goo. If this ain't love, then how do we get out? Just when you say I hate you, go ahead. Well, son, thank the old people. It is so crazy. We are now at 12,000 people who died because of heat this summer, and the politicians are just saying nothing. Those fucking cunts. To be honest with my words. It is so crazy. 12,000 people died. I really need to be careful with questions like that. Yeah. It is just insane what's happening in the world. Isn't it also the thing? I think I heard that from the there's a guy that does reels on British politics, and he also says like always says like you don't want to look like a thicky dum dum in front of your friends. I don't know if anyone that's the his catchphrase, and he made a reel that were like 400 wildfires in the UK, and the UK Parliament is considering building 2 new oil platforms in the North Sea, and it's just so fucking insane. And I don't know how people not lose hope. It is. I fully understand if people are just saying, yeah, I can't take it anymore. I don't want to participate in anything anymore because I just can't bear it. I fully understand how those people feel. But yeah. I mean, we in Germany had a vice chancellor in the last period who was like from the Green Party, and he got bullied by the by one of the news platforms or news media platforms in Germany called Bild, which is just translated to image. And their main investor is a company who has like their main investor is an oil company. So they bullied him basically out of politics, and everybody was like, not everybody, but most people who can think on their own were like, man, that guy should have been chancellor, and he would have done a lot of things, good things. But yeah, why use renewable resources if we can fucking burn oil and gas? Made a short mention climate change, so weather gets more extreme, hot summers and cold winters, and I'll freeze to death. No, that won't happen until for the next 100 years. I just replied with, but more snow days is that year. I will talk about it another day, 12. But yeah. It is just hilarious what's happening. It is, if you don't laugh about it, you cry. So I decide to laugh. We can't have good things. Yeah, we are in a fucked up timeline, I have to say. It is just insane. But while everybody else on the world is fucking fighting for basically life, New York has their princess timeline treatment, you know? With Mamdani being just the coolest dude ever. At least from the stuff I see on social media, that people are very happy with their new mayor in New York. Doing stuff for the working people and doing stuff to prevent climate change, you know, or slow it. Preventing it is not possible. But yeah, I saw a reel where they were talking about using the heat from the underground train stations to store it for the winter, which is fucking coolest shit ever. So they pump out all the hot air in the train stations in the summer, store it, or store the energy from it, like maybe in batteries or in some kind of storage, and then they will use it in the winter to heat public buildings and stuff like that, which is brilliant. There we go. That's a nice glowing sword, huh? Fighting in the firelight. Let's be right. Nice. I will educate him about the climate. Fuck up bush, but now's not the time. Yeah, now's the time for kids to have hope. But yeah, young people are getting fucked every day. Just the same thing with Germany, with the 500 billion in I don't know the word right now. Give me a second. In debt, yeah, in debt that we that the government took because they wanted to put it into defense and infrastructure, but they are using it currently to pay off like budget gaps in the government budget, and someone will have to pay that stuff back, and it's not going to be the people who are making those laws right now. The shitty thing is that we can do so much to help Earth, but Earth doesn't pay money, so we choose not to. Yeah, and also the thing is about distribution of CO2 emissions or emissions in general. People like you and me, we have the least amount of emissions or leverage in that part that we can, even if everybody in like the normal working people, if everybody from them would stop eating meat, it would be so minimal that it's basically nothing we can change. We can only try to do better, but it won't have any significant impact, you know. I heard that Texas just stopped 1,800 data center projects or data center building permissions because they would put out too much emission and use too much water. So that's a good thing. Yes, I mean, by I meant humanity, mostly the big assholes in politics and CEOs of big companies. Yeah. But companies and countries, those are the biggest parts of emissions, or people, or people, institutions who have leverage on fighting climate change and reducing emissions. But yeah, it's easier to use the current infrastructure and burn like gas and oil than to invest in new stuff and change. Change is always a big thing with humans, that it doesn't go well. At least in a democracy. I mean, China is doing pretty good with renewable energies, but they're also not a democracy. They say we are going for renewables now, and the whole country will go for renewables. But I sometimes I get the occasional good news news page on Instagram and stuff like that. So they only want more polluting change. Yeah, it's the future. Well, AI is a good thing for some parts of the world, like science and healthcare, or health in general, like doctors using AI for fucking analyzing if you have cancer, stuff like that, you know, or how to make a vaccine against cancer and stuff like that. So for those parts, please use AI as much as you want, but all the other stuff is really not needed. Everything that saves lives, good, use AI. Everything else, there's no need. But yeah, working in the IT world, yeah, pretty much everything is AI now. And people don't want to learn how to do stuff anymore. It's the same thing with in the art space, where people are like, yeah, I can now make my own songs, and I don't even have to put in work to learn the stuff that it takes to make art or make music. And it's just, they don't put the work into it, they use AI for it, and they still make worse stuff than they would do if they put in the work and time. But it's getting shoved through everyone's throat, and it's destroying more than it helps. Well, that is true. I mean, I'm working at an AI first company now, so yeah, I get that. You know what? Let's do paint, and then I can make this one. There you go. Yeah. As I said, I'm working at an AI first company now, and I didn't have any say in that. So if I want to keep my job, I have to use AI somehow. So yeah. I mean, we are in the field of regulatory tech, like keeping whistleblowers safe, making it easier for companies to comply to the EU deforestation regulation and stuff like that. So laws that are really good, like also supply chain. So people who use our software can handle supply chains easier and all the documentation for that. So I think that is at least a bit of a good thing, you know? Especially the supply chain law is pretty good because the people at the beginning of the supply chain can get paid fairly. So it's not like we are using AI to create, I don't know, visuals to sell stuff, and so it's not the worst use of AI. That's at least not the worst thing. Yeah. But yeah, people haven't learned from Wall-E or Terminator or Warhammer. I mean, AI is already doing hacks on their own. So they are hacking into other companies just because they want to. And people are still out there making funny AI generated videos of them as an animal or whatsoever. And I can also guarantee you that the new Twitch AI feature is just some CEO's decision that the developers have to use AI or do put an AI feature in there. And some of the developers might have been like, do we have to really do this? I mean, I watched the announcement of that, and I think it was the developer or someone in there who said that we know that you don't like this feature. That's why they put it on opt out instead of opt in, by the way, because they knew people wouldn't like this. But some CEO or C-level person just said, yeah, we need to use AI because AI is the new big shit. Ah, the weird German. Yes, yes, indeed, scrap metal is the weird German. Welcome in. How are you doing, Scrappy? Take my heart, don't break it. Though when I start gazing, intertwining so. Well, Twitch is Amazon after all, yeah. It's still one of the funniest stories about AI. There is some company out there, and there are not very many that could do that. They forgot to put in an token limit for the company, and that company used 500 million in tokens in like first 6 months or a short period of time, because they didn't put a limit in there and said, yeah, everybody needs to use AI, and made a scoreboard for people who used AI the most, and people just starting to make agents that run all day and do nothing, just because the company had this fucking scoreboard. But yeah, how are you doing, Scrappy? Welcome. You say that as if they are not weird by default. Yeah, the German autism is a real thing, and Germans are weird by default. Gotta force myself to do groceries. See ya. Have a nice shopping spree, and please don't overheat. Keep something to drink with you, Jin. And thank you for hanging out and chatting, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Alrighty. Those should be good for now. By the way, I try to say, bam! Nice. Glowy. Okay, so what are we going to do with this one? Maybe paint the lower part in metal and the upper part in black, the tip. So it looks like he's just cleaning off his sword after using it with the heat. That could be a cool thing. That could be that sounds like a good idea. Also like the color of the cloth. It's pretty good. I'll walk a lonely road. Let's get down to business with the metal color. But yeah, Scrappy, how are you doing? How are you handling the heat? The last heat, at least for the next few days. My shallow heart. Sometimes I wish someone out there would find me. So I might paint all of the blade the metallic thingy thing. Color. It's a color. And then I maybe put some black spots on the tip. Yes, I said tip. So everybody who's giggling out there, get yourself together. My shadows. Well, good thing I painted the whole blade white, because now I'm painting it in metallic color, so it was really worth time and effort. Step these three. Let's see how that looks if it's dried. No, when it's dried. And then I can see if I need another coat. But yeah, this looks pretty good already. I like the glow effect. We will put on some red spots and maybe some black spots on the edges, but all of that later. Boom, 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 boom. Please. Everything was perfect. All right. Do we have anything in Discord to show off? Let's check that stuff. Mini showcase. No. Work in progress. Also no. Last one is Wolfies. Fucking elf. Looking fucking amazing. Thing was perfect. By the way, I also don't get all the hate about Emily being the new lead for Linkin Park. Fucking bigots raging about that. Something to drink. Please, thank you. Watch it burn. God, thou bitch. All right. I will paint the coil of the plasma pistol later, I think. So we can go ahead and start highlighting, I think. Can you dry? Doesn't look that good, but well. All right. On to highlighting all the black parts. Dark blue gray. Let's look for that color again for half an hour. That's dark sea blue, dark blue gray. Well, that was quick. I think that was the quickest I have ever seen or found the dark blue gray. New day rose. Just to stay alive. Just to stay alive. Okay. We are edging. So release the Kolinsky brush. New days rise. Well, that's at least a little bit of a tip. Where's my other one? There. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that is a tip. 10 out of 10. All right. Let's go in. By the way, my opinion on edge highlighting still hasn't changed. Still hate it. But I have to admit, it looks better. Or the parts look better that are edge highlighted. The world calling. It's on your side. There we go. Oh, by the way, song requests are open again. Everything works fine for now. So if anybody wants to request anything, feel free to do so. We will never by the ocean. Moving far away. And sunny day. In a dream. There we go. That is okay. There we go. Funny thing about that song is, I think I discovered that watching one of the Wormwood gaming videos, and they used that song for some kind of outro or B-roll or something. This is so war. Well, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. All right. This one is etched. I don't know my mom and pop. There we go home. Me, I'm coming home. In the dark. Here we are home. Yes, wherever I'm with you. La 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 la. Home is wherever I'm with you. When we go home. That's perfect. Home is wherever I'm with you. I do love my mama and papa. It's a wild playlist. Okay. There we go. Edging can't be that hard, right? People on the internet do it all the time. Not the best edge. Also not the worst. I can live with that. All right. Quick break. This feels like a reward. I just get some notifications about possible evacuations in some towns in my county because of wildfires. Who would have thought? Not me. Just let's fix this while we're at it. Rain down on me. little part of black on the palette. There we go. Thank you. Very thin. Shaking cold, where the hints are meant to hold. Ah, you gotta keep it.
Repent, for tomorrow you die!
Repent, for tomorrow you die. Working on Greifwachs.
Welcome in, and welcome to the Dark Angels. How are you doing today? Shaky. Okay. There we go. Can I etch this one? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Let's put some gray on here. I don't really mind if I do some weird stuff with the edge highlight, because we will put a wash on all the black parts anyways, so which will tone down the grays a lot. So far, so far away. Still hate edge highlighting, in case I haven't said it enough today. Especially the backpacks. I mean, everything else is pretty easy to edge highlight, you know, but backpacks have so many shapes in there. Where you can place the edge highlights. I mean, you don't have to edge highlight everything, right? But there are a lot of edges to highlight on the backpacks. Yeah. I think that's it for this one. Oh. Let's get out the old man goggles, because I already feel the strain on my eyes by doing all the edge highlights. Never realized that there's a Gordon Ramsay bit in that song at the end. There we go. Hit myself. All right, onto the edge of the shield. Let's go for the straight ones first. And then we etch the non-straights. Little play of words there for everyone funny enough to understand it. I really suck at edge highlighting. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Okay. Let's see if we can put some damage on here. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, tidies. There we go. Can I? Well, that has to be like. Alrighty, tidies. So, some edge highlighting done. We made the blades glow, which is pretty cool. And I think that's a good point. Oh, checkpoint. To take a break for today. All right. Let's see. Whom the raid tolls. Hello? Computer? Please. Excuse you? Can you please load the fucking raid overview? Well, that does not work. Let's see if I can find someone to raid. Over my view. Yeah, let's go. Slash raid. Hey. Okay, something is badly wrong with my computer right now. Can I? Okay. I think my computer is dying right now. Can I right now? Thanks. Okay. Slash raid. That doesn't work. I don't know. There we go. Let's raid Avila. So, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks everybody for hanging out, for chatting. If you want to, there is the right message for subs and non-subs. You can use it if you want to. If you don't want to, don't use it. Free will, hell yeah. Also, Instagram and TikTok links. If you want to follow me, do that. And yeah, that's it for me today. I don't think. Let's keep tomorrow open for streaming because I don't know. But yeah, that's it for me. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, for chilling, for following. And until next time, remember to be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. Bye-bye.